What's going on? Let's get to another video, and today is another ranking video. It is the end of the month. Actually, it's the beginning of March. We are into the end of the first week of March, and with that, I thought I would take a second to stop, reflect, and rank every single movie I saw, every single 2020 release that I saw in the month of February, from the worst to the best. Most, if not all of these, did come out in February. There will be months where I am playing catch-up and watching other films. Those will be in the rankings eventually, even if they weren't in that month. It's just the ones that I saw in that month for the first time. I think we're pretty good right now with just... I think they're all February movies right now. But again, we'll get into like October, November, and I'll see one from like March or something like that. I don't know. But let me know down below in the comments, what did you think of any of the films I'm going to talk about today? Did you like them? Did you hate them? Let me know why. Let me know what your favorite film of March was that you saw. Maybe I didn't see it. Maybe you'll highly recommend it. Maybe I'll go check it out. Maybe I'll like it as well. But first off, if you are new, thank you so much for taking the time to click on the video, liking, commenting, subscribing. All of that means the absolute world. It really, truly does. And yeah, I think without further ado, let's just hop in. We've got 7 films this time around. We had 6 last time. We have 7 this time. We are on the come up. But let's just kind of hop into it. So coming in at number 7 is The Last Thing He Wanted. This is by far the worst movie I've seen this year, not just in the month of February, but in the year in general. It had such promise. It had an interesting premise. It had a fantastic cast, and it just fell flat. It was brutal to watch. The dialogue was terrible. The acting, like, they tried to do the best with what they could, but it just wasn't good. I didn't think it was edited very well. And in the end, it left me just very disappointed. It's a film with Anne Hathaway, Willem Dafoe, Ben Affleck, among others. And I was like, oh my gosh. It's about a journalist who gets swindled into an arms deal, and it's got this cast, and I was like, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna love this, and I absolutely despised it. It was embarrassing to watch. I stopped watching early. I gave it enough time to try to sway me, but I got into the third act, and I was like, you know what? I am wasting my time. Did not like this. It comes in at number 7 on my list. Coming in at number 6 is To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You. Put the torches away, put the pitchforks away, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of you are not going to like that take. I know a lot of you are not going to think that that take is great, but I just did not enjoy this film. I found it very shallow. I did not like the main character at all. I thought that her motives were very shallow. I thought that she was very naive, and I thought a lot of the decisions she made were just not good. There are other characters in here that I don't like as well, but again, it really comes down to the main character, and a lot of that could have to do with the writing or the directing. I think a lot of it has to do with the writing. You're trying to adapt from a book. I've not read the book, so I don't know if it's the same as the book. I could be completely wrong, but it just didn't work. There was a lot of decision making in this film that was very flawed. A lot of things that the main character did that left me frustrated. I just did not dig this film. And look, it's got a relatively interesting cast. I am a Jordan Fisher stan. I think he is awesome and very talented. I think he was okay in this film, but it left me with a bad taste in my mouth. Again, I just thought the main character was very shallow. I thought a lot of the regular characters were shallow, and it had a lot of subplot things just didn't like. I thought it had a redeeming-ish ending. I thought it was cute at the end, but that wasn't enough to save it for me. Coming in at number 5 is Downhill. I was very much looking forward to this one. It had a lot of promise. Will Ferrell, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and man, did it fall downhill. Ba-boom, bam. I know, puns, but really it did. It started off relatively interesting. I was intrigued. I gave it a chance. We got further into the film, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't unbearable, but I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't think it was that great. There were things that Julia Louis-Dreyfus' character did that I was like, okay, I don't know why you're doing that. It's kind of not cool, but whatever. And the ending doesn't make any sense. Maybe it did for others. For me, it didn't. I was left thoroughly confused. I was like, so are they good or are they not? I couldn't really tell. So that was just something that kind of turned me off a little bit. I wanted it to be wrapped in a bow. I wanted it to be a nice ending, and I didn't get that. So maybe I'm a little salty that I didn't get the ending I wanted, but I'm not usually like that. I'm usually pretty unbiased. But in the end, it was average. I didn't think it was terrible, but I didn't think it was great. And I think it had a lot more promise than it delivered on, but that's just me. Coming in at number 4 is Sonic the Hedgehog. Not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I had a good time at the movies. If you have not seen my review for this already, go check it out. It came out a few weeks ago. Jim Carrey is the absolute standout star in this film. He is infectious. His fun just tone. He's a bad guy, but he's got such a fun tone. Like it's incredible. Ben Schwartz is a great Sonic. The voice acting is incredible. The CGI and the overall look of Sonic is great. I'm sorry, the first one looked like absolute dog trash. It looked like garbage. It did, and I will fully admit that. But this one looked believable. It looked good. In the end, though, it is just a subpar video game movie. There's nothing fantastic about it besides Jim Carrey. Nothing else really goes above and beyond. I would dig a sequel. Again, I was very entertained. I had a very entertaining time and an enjoyable time at the movies. I would love to see a sequel, but in the end, it was just average. It wasn't incredible, you know. That's kind of it. I mean, I enjoyed it, but that's really kind of it. Coming in at number 3 is Lamplight. This is a short film on Disney Plus, starring Bo Peep, Woody from Toy Story. So it's basically a short story that kind of catches us up with where Bo Peep's been since, I believe, Toy Story 2? I think she was in Toy Story 2? I don't remember. But it's basically just catching us up with where she's been. I thought it was cute. Again, a lot of these movies are just kind of average for me. They're in the bottom tier. The last 2 we talk about are going to be in the high tier, but the rest of them are kind of in the bottom tier of what I've seen this year. I haven't really seen anything that's really blown me away except for like 4 of the films I've seen this year. But Lamplight was cute. It got the point across. It was short. It was short and sweet. I thought it was cute. I thought it was fun. The animation is absolutely stunning, even for a short film, but it's Pixar, so what do you expect? Look, I had an enjoyable time. It was short. I'll never watch it again. I got what I needed out of it. And it was just a cute, fun, short little time. Coming in at number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in at number 2 is Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie's fantastic in this film. The film in general is just fun. It's very action-packed. I was never bored in this film. It is DC's equivalent to Deadpool. Would I say it's better than the first Deadpool? No. Would I say it's better than the second Deadpool? Probably. I had a lot of fun with this one. I thought the Birds of Prey in general was very great. I thought going after this one Soul MacGuffin was awesome as well. Also, if you want to check out a review, I did one a few weeks ago, so go check that one out as well. But overall, it was a fun time with fun characters. I loved seeing Margot Robbie back in the Harley Quinn character. Very much looking forward to seeing her in Suicide Squad, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing a Birds of Prey sequel because I know we're going to get it because a lot of people really liked it. I know it didn't make as much money, but it's still in theaters, so we'll let the box office tally up a little bit, see if it's got some good legs. I don't know. We shall see, but it's my second favorite film I saw this year. This year, let alone this month. Coming in at number 1, my number 1 favorite film of the year so far. We are only into March, I know that. But 2 months in, 13 films down, my favorite film so far is The Invisible Man. Lee Wynell directs a thrilling, stress-inducing, tense film about someone that's invisible. It's incredible. Elizabeth Moss is incredible. Again, I just did this review. It came out on Wednesday. Go check it out if you have not seen it already. The way the film's written, with the twists and the turns, is fantastic. The way little subtle things are able to throw you off, like panning to one room and seeing one thing, panning back, seeing that something has changed. You're like, oh gosh, the Invisible Man is here somewhere. Those little things, very subtle little things, were what did it. It's attention to detail, it's the sound design, it's the production design. All of that was absolutely fantastic in this film. And again, a great performance by Elizabeth Moss to actually have us believe that there is someone invisible in the room with us was fantastic. It was absolutely insane. And again, the twists and turns that this film took were insane. Go into it not knowing anything, because I went into it knowing nothing, and I was left speechless with some of the twists and turns that it took. Everything hit for me. There were no gimmicks that I was like, I don't really know about that. It worked. It's a great sci-fi horror thriller, and I would highly, highly recommend you go see it. It is my favorite movie of the year so far, and my favorite movie in the month of February. Guys, that is pretty much it. Let me know down below in the comments, what was your favorite movie that you saw in February? Was it The Invisible Man? Was it Birds of Prey? Was it Sonic? I mean, let me know down below. Maybe you only saw Sonic, so that's your favorite film of February. Let me know down below in the comments. But guys, that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for taking the time to like, comment, subscribe. Again, clicking on the video means the absolute world. Guys, that's pretty much it. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.